Alright folks, what is up? This is One Big Bug and I'm coming at you with Euro Truck Simulator 2. And in this one, we're doing our final truck of the American Truck Pack. And that's going to be, well, I'll show you in a minute. Something I want to touch on real quick on the T660. The one where I just completely, trashed the mod over one thing. I'm still trashing it over that one thing, but I realized when I went to purchase this truck that I have here, that I'm going to show you, that I still had my Kenworth K100 mod on. Now, that mod could easily have been messing with the T660, and that what was causing the crash. So the crashes could have been because I had the T660 and the Kenworth K100 on. I didn't realize I still had the K100 mod turned on. I thought I turned it off. I'm keeping the K100 and the Kenworth long in my game. I'm not turning them on, but I'm keeping them in case I ever want to go back and just play around with them. Because I just might. But, anyways, the final truck we have is, of course, another Kenworth. And it's probably, until the long came out, the most popular Kenworth mod there is. And we don't want driver manager, we want truck manager. And it's right here. The Kenworth W900A. And I know I loved it when I was actually able to drive it. And it does have a little bit of upgradability. Not as much as the original mod, but still a little bit. Now, of course, you can do the day cab, which has the big grill on the back to protect, from things flying forward more. And, of course, that's exactly what this is supposed to be, just a day cab. It's not actually meant to go long distance, even though some truckers would. Or you can do flat top, which is the actual sleeper cab. And you can see that, they originally weren't really connected when they came out. They just kind of added these on to the back. And then you got the grill here, and then they like the big POW MIA, You Are Not Forgotten. And then you see Detroit Diesel down in the bottom, but then Trollololol on the other side. Don't know if the lights work. It would be interesting to find out. And then you can kind of get a peek into the cab. I don't know how well we'll see into the cab when we actually go in there. So there's that. You can't change the chassis. You just have this single 6x4 long chassis, which is fine by me. There are various motors, and I actually don't have the last one unlocked. I need to level this profile up more. I really do. But the second to highest one is a 550. So can conclude the next one is probably a 600 to 650 engine. Transmissions range from looking like a 14-speed all the way up to an 18 speed, so of course that's what we're going for there. Interior, you just have the single interior, which we're going to go over a little bit more. Paint job we'll look at a little differently. Then accessories. Now there are some accessories you can put on, like front mirrors, which I always automatically do. And then of course there's the different bumpers. I like that you can actually just take the bumper off and drive like that. Look like you had a little accident and you're in the middle of repairing it. But you can actually just take the bumper right off, which is really cool. But there's the standard bumper, which is the black bumper. I don't know why the lights don't light up, but they don't. And then there's the regular standard bumper. This is a little bit more what I'm used to. Then there's the Texas Roland, which is, of course, and you can see these actually do light up with a little Texas symbol that says KW on it. And then the bumper with grill guard, which you would see somewhat, and then finally, bam, the big Eastern Eagle. So this is what I'm going to run with, of course. And you can see it has the KW symbol in the front. And actually, just not too long ago, SCS put up that they actually were visiting Kenworth, and they actually showed some interior model designs of the trucks that they're doing for American Truck Simulator, which I really got to get working on the project I want to do. You can actually change the visor from chrome to paint, or you can completely remove it. I prefer paint on this one. And of course you can actually, you can put lights up if you want, or of course horns, which is what I always go with. Again, it has the mirrors, but you can't change them. This one here, you can put the big wing on it, and of course that's much better for long haul, even though in the game it technically doesn't make a difference. And this one over here, this one that's kind of hanging in the middle, you can change the fenders. You can remove the fenders completely, of course. Or you can have quarter fenders, as you saw, or half fenders, or full fenders. Now, I'm actually not a fan of the full fenders on this one, even though I usually am. The half fenders are actually pretty cool. But I like the quarter fenders just because they actually say Kenworth on them. And then, of course, you can change the tires. American, Standard, Eastern Eagle, Cirrus. I don't have that one unlocked. And then I got the R700s because I still got the R700 truck still modded in. And I actually like this R700 here. And then you see you got a little bit more choice for the front design. R700, American, Standard. That's the one we're probably going to go with. And you got Elite Rider, Dark Silver, Eastern Eagle, Alloy Vision, and Cirrus. I'm going to go with my R700s. So that's the extent of the customization on the truck. Now, in terms of garage, I don't want to go to I don't want to go down to Africa on this one, so I'm just going to go to Zurich. And actually, my truck is there. Oh, I'm not in that truck. Which means I gotta go drive it. No, wait, I gotta paint it. I almost forgot. So of course you can customize paint, and you also got the standard paint colors, but there are a couple of skin paints that you can do on the truck. You have this one with the stripes down the middle. You have this one which is almost two-tone-ish, and then you have this one which is Funkadora. I actually like this one, and you can almost tell in short what I'm going to be looking to go with. In terms of that won't go to orange. That angers me. It really angers me. It's staying in a purplish, and that like pisses me off. It should go to orange, but it's not. Why won't you go orange? Well, let's try this one then. Let's go with the blue truck with the... That's too yellow. There we go. Orange stripes. That'd look a little bit better without the red, but of course alternatively I could go an orange truck. Ooh. Ooh. Hello. I like that. I'm running with that color right there. That's what I'm running with right there. Alright. Now we're going to drive it. Okay. And now, I was just there. Map view. And we're going to quick travel. Alright, so, oops. Let me do my usual frame rate fix, and I'll catch right back up. And we are back, and here we are in our big Kenworth. So let's take a look over the interior. We have the shifter, which is taped all the way up, and actually, I wish you could zoom. Looks like it has the 2-speed transaxle button, or switch there. Very, very basic dashboard. A little bit in the low res and sitting a little bit far back than what I'm used to in terms of the dashboard. In other words, you can't read the numbers. You can just get a generalization. But still not all that bad. Looks like we got a GPS up on the left-hand corner. Alright, this is going to have some interior stuff that's going to be annoying. Part of which is going to include the sun visor. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Well, we can turn all the way around, but it doesn't help because we get a face full of very curtain. Apparently we have a shotgun in the truck, but I do remember that from the original. And you can see it's just a sleeper bed in the back and then the other chair and basics in the roof. The roof's a little interesting, so... Alright. Now that that's done, let's fire this up. Did I not hear a start sound? Yes, the window actually rolls up and down. If you have your lights off, the window's all the way down. If you have the lights, the first level of your lights on, speaking of which, then the window will roll 3/4 of the way up. If you have your if you have your lights all the way on, then the window will be closed, and actually that visor should go up. But let's try to start up again. It didn't sound like much of a startup, but I could be wrong. Oh my. It's interesting that it gets louder at that point. That's interesting. Huh. That's not much on the lights, but it's daytime, so... If we go inside, let's go inside real quick. Lights half, and then everything, you know, it's kind of ridiculous of how fast it happens, but it does happen. So I usually drive with at least my marker lights on, so that way that visor's out of my way. Again, this is another example of somebody trying to do some things that are cute. Like, the window would actually be fine. The window being down, and then partly up, and then all the way up. That would have been fine. But the visor, yeah, that's a little annoying. But not too much. Alright, so let's see what we can get. As I accidentally pressed the wrong button. In terms of a cargo run. We don't need price per distance. We want short route length. 187, that's kind of a little too short. That is okay. 348. And then 600. That's acceptable. I wish I could haul this, but yes, that's too long. I'm just curious what other cargoes there are. I just want to look. Oh, that would have been the first time I'd have been able to haul the Volvo. Shame. But 25 tons of lumber versus 20 tons of home appliances. We'll just run the lumber. It's going to somewhere I haven't been. So, and like I said, I want to keep these videos relatively short. So, break off. And I do want this up. Looks like we have 4 reverse gears again. And I'm backing out the wrong way. No, I can't see if there's cars coming. Which, I do like the engine. Although it sounds a little bit more like a drag racer in my eyes. But... And this seems like it's going to be the low speed 18 again. Maybe I should have gone with a 14 speed. Alright, it's got good acceleration. At least when running empty. Huh. Interesting slow down sound from within the cab. I'm not used to this nose for sure. Well, drives really well, especially when empty. Can't argue that. A little too low. Got the nice air sound to it. Like that air sound. And just starting off, I'm pretty sure you'd be able to handle a really heavy load in this truck. One of these days, I'd like to pit this truck, the Long, and the K100 with everything unlocked. Make sure everything's unlocked. Against a really heavy load, against a 70-ton load. Now, one thing to keep in mind is this truck has a ridiculously long chassis. Not as long as the Kenworth Long, but still. Or maybe it is as long as the Kenworth Long and it just doesn't look it because it doesn't have the cab. Honestly, I don't know. Alright, let's hook it up and go, shall we? I gotta admit, that sounds nice. I think this is supposed to be Detroit diesel, if I recall correctly. Alright, let's hit the brake. Turn these off, and let's take a look. Yeah, just temporarily stopping the motor sound so you can get a quieter look at it. It looks nice. Capture a screenshot of us pulling out. Oh, that actually sounds really good. Oops, I rolled a little too far. That's alright. I actually need to turn my volume down a little bit. That's loud. But I like it. Alright, little hill climbing action. I think we're in 13th by the looks of it. I'm trying to drive without the GPS for now just to see how it goes, even though you can't see too clearly. No, you jerk. Go! Alright, there's no separate air horn sound on here. So that is your horn. I'm really liking this truck so far. It's a little off if you take a look down on the very bottom left hand there. You can see that the road, or it looks like at least the road's reflecting a little too well off the inside, off the door handle there. Maybe a little too low. Uh-oh. Alright, it'll take some getting used to the GPS getting up there. It's just big enough to follow, but it's still a little small for my taste. But again, the one thing that you're going to have an issue with, most likely, is that you don't have a kilometers speedometer. So, that has to go up. This is really good. Definitely got that feel of driving an older, I don't know, big rig. I'm quiet because I'm really enjoying this ride, man. This is actually fun. This is like the K100 and the I'm just gonna call it the K Long rather than the Kenworth Long. Now, this is like that kind fun. All right, this is a little bit of a sharp corner. I think we can make it though. Oh, I say a little bit of a sharp corner. You look at it, that's not a sharp corner. Keeping in mind how long this chassis is, that's a sharp corner. This is going to be a quick video with this highway cruise, man. Oh, listen to that. Listen to that sound. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that truck. Oh. 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 Oh my. I'm loving this a little too much. Yeah, I know I'm a little dangerously close to the guardrail there. This is not highly recommended to drive like this. Trying to get into lane real quick and capture an interesting angle snapshot before I go back into the truck. Oh, I knew the dangers of doing that, and I did it anyways. Yeah, we missed our turn. Not that I truly mind. I'm gonna be straight with you. I'm loving this run. We'll find a turnaround point. It's fine. Should have rested before the run, but it's such a short run. Or at least it was until now. Looks like we'll have our chance to change roads right up here. Yeah. Not the best way to do it, but we'll have our chance. I think what did I do this on the K100? Was it the K100 I did this, or was it the long? I think it was the same road too, and the same stop. Yeah, looks almost exactly the same. Oh, what a wide turn. We're okay, though. We didn't go too far out of our way. I like how it does get louder after that, because that's like the audio signal big time to shift, yeah? Now, I don't know if I mentioned or not, but this truck comes with what looks to be a bunch of trailers with it as well. And when I first looked at it, it was a little confusing with all these different mods named in there. But a little bit of investigating into the mods themselves, and I realized that they were all trailers. You only need the actual truck mod and the and I actually have the blinker sound mod. Yeah, there's a mod for the actual blinker sound. So you just put those two in, and you'll be fine. I know I want to do the slowdown outside, but I can't do it on a corner. If they're going, I can go. Oh, we got a little country road action. Oh, that sound is just awesome. Just enough a hint of turbo so you know it's there. Hey, who the hell do you think you are, buddy? Passing me like that. That's right, you better slow your ass down. I better slow my ass down. I'm sorry, I can't help it. I forgot this truck not going to handle a corner like that very well, even at the speed I was going. Yeah, that wasn't very good of me. No, stay! Stay! No! No! Damn it. You can tell how much fun I'm having on this drive, man. I'm just letting the weight of the truck pull down the hill. A little bit of gas now. This truck's a little bit different, such as going under 1,000 RPM is actually okay. Not too far under. But it feels like you can go down to about 500 RPM on the truck. And still get a good haul out of it. See what I'm saying? I'm about 500 RPM and still getting a good pull out of it. Maybe around 700, really. God, this is... Oh. That engine, man, she just wants to go at that point. I'd love to give this truck a hill challenge. Let there be no doubt, I'd love to give this truck a hill challenge. Yeah, I gotta slow down for the corners some, otherwise I'm gonna have what happened earlier happen again. Alright, I ain't going that slow. This is... I don't want to keep repeating myself. I don't know what else to say. This is... fucking awesome. I almost wish I took the 600-kilometer run. It's about the same. It's starting to get a little dark. That's alright, we're almost done. Sadly. Sorry, it is. It's sadly we're almost done. I haven't enjoyed I mean, I always enjoy driving my Scania, but this is just like, it's a whole new fun experience, you know? I don't know how to explain it. I always enjoy the game, I always love playing it, I always love the things that I do while playing the game, but this just brings that extra something, you know? Even that much of a slowdown and I still went over the line. My own fault for not paying closer attention, for sure. And looks like we're almost there. That's just awesome. Oops. My apologies. Wrong button. Woo! One bird's here. Yeah, like I'm gonna skip parking this thing. Oops. I didn't realize the trailer was getting out of hand. I'm a dummy. There we go. Alright, little mistake on the back end, but otherwise we did fine. Whew! Wow. Hey, we made level 20. Sweet. Oh, I made this before. I reloaded back to my showcase just in case I still had problems left over. So, it's fine. I'm pretty sure the town's just up ahead, so that's where we're going to head. Just because I want to drive a little bit more. Yeah, we're going to head for Dijon. How can you not like this? I want to drive outside and just... Bless you. I don't even know what gear I'm in. Out of my way! God, I thought I was going to clip him by accident. Bit of a long turn there. Sorry. Sorry. Excuse me. Of course I'm going to get it serviced. I ain't selling this truck. I ain't turning it off either. Whew. Oh, wow. Lights come on when you back up. Sweet. Check that out. I did not know that. Yeah, there's something I want to do here. Even though I'm extra tired. Alright, now we'll let it roll down. A little added extra fun at the end. The engine is stopped. Oh no, it wasn't. Alright. New upgrades, just whatever. Whoop-de-doo. Okay. Alright, folks, so what can I say? I'm pretty sure you've heard everything you needed to. There is a couple things that kind of bring it down just slightly, and that would be like the interaction stuff on the inside. Well, that's really minor. If you don't like the visor down, just put your running lights on. The visor goes up out of the way, and you really don't notice that much of a difference. And the window goes part way up. The window thing, it's one of those things you can get used to because it doesn't constantly move. It stays in whatever spot it's supposed to be in, depending on where your lights are. The other thing that takes it down just a smidge is the customization. It could definitely have a little bit more to it. Hood ornament, you know, you could put some stuff on the grill guard, things like that. But again, it's very, very minor. This is nitpicking stuff, if I'm to be straight with you. Otherwise, the truck's beautiful. I love the sound. I love the look. I love the way it drives, even though it handles a little bit tough because of the extra long chassis. It still handles really, really well. Better than the long. I'll say that much. Man, it's a good truck. It's a great mod. I'm fully blown away by it. It's absolutely amazing. And that engine sound is perfect. Except I don't hear much of a startup on it, but again, that's little nitpicking stuff. I could pretty much give this Oh, the nitpicking stuff, I gotta be honest with myself. Most people, some people would be bothered by it, some people wouldn't. I can't give it a perfect 10. A 9.9 is about as far as I can go, man. I can't give it a perfect 10. I just can't. We still haven't found our 10. Oh, but we're so close. Oh, man, this is definitely a breath of fresh air after the T660, I tell you. This is a breath of fresh air and then some. So, this is part of the American Truck Pack, which you can actually just search out on the website. That I normally link you to. And actually, I'll probably just find the link and link it into the description below. Again, it's not that hard for me to do. But sadly, this is going to be me done for this episode. Don't be surprised if we revisit some of these trucks just for fun at some point, where I may try and do a long haul and maybe even try and find some hill climbing for our 900W, for the K100, and for even the Kenworth long. Don't be surprised about it at all. Oh, pardon me, I don't mean to yawn. But other than that, folks, like I said, that's going to be me done for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed watching this at least as half as much as I've enjoyed bringing it to you. Until next time, if you could leave a comment, rate, and or subscribe down below, that would be fabulously awesome. But until then, this is going to be One Big Bugger signing out, and I'll see you on the road. Hopefully in this truck.